From the very first day Mama Cheek moved into Cheek's house, she made life difficult for Amara. She would wake her up before dawn to do chores and criticize her at every turn. "You don't cook as well as I do," she would say, frowning at the food Amara prepared. Cheek loved his mother, but he also loved Amara. At first, he dismissed her complaints, thinking his mother just needed time to accept Amara. But Mama Cheek had no plans of accepting her. She wanted Amara out of the house and out of Cheek's life forever. One evening, as Mama Cheek sat outside cutting vegetables, a wicked idea formed in her mind. She needed to make Cheek see Amara as the enemy. But how? Suddenly, she thought of Cynthia, a beautiful young woman who had always admired Chica. Cynthia was desperate for a rich husband, and Mama Cheek knew she would do anything for money. Smiling to herself, she called Cynthia. "I have a job for you," she said, lowering her voice. "I want you to take Chike away from Amara." Cynthia's eyes widened in surprise, then a slow smile spread across her face. "I can do that," she said confidently. "But what's in it for me?" Mama Cheeky chuckled. "If you succeed, you'll become my son's wife. And trust me, I will make sure that happens." The next day, Cynthia showed up at Cheek's house, carrying a basket of fruits. She acted sweet and innocent, greeting Mama Cheek loudly so Amara could hear. "Mama, I brought you something special," she said, flashing a smile. Amara noticed the way Cynthia looked at Cheek. There was something too familiar about her gaze. "Who is she?" she asked later, but Cheek only laughed. "She's just an old friend," he said. "Nothing to worry about." But Amara was worried. Something about Cynthia didn't feel right. Days passed and Cynthia made herself comfortable in their home. She would cook for Cheek, joke with him, and even help him arrange his clothes. Amara felt like she was watching another woman replace her in her own house. One evening, as Cheek and Cynthia laughed over a private joke, Amara couldn't take it anymore. "Cheek, what is going on here?" she asked. "Why is she always around?" Cheek sighed. "Amara, stop being jealous. Cynthia is just being nice." But Amara knew better. Cynthia wasn't just being nice. She had a plan. But Amara knew better. Cynthia wasn't just being nice. She had a plan. Late at night, while Cheek was asleep, Mama Cheek sat with Cynthia in the kitchen, whispering. "We need to move fast," she said. "Amara's getting suspicious." Cynthia smirked. "Don't worry, Mama. I know exactly how to make Cheek doubt her." The next morning, as Amara stepped outside to fetch water, Cynthia ran inside, pretending to be in distress. "Cheek, your wife pushed me," she cried. "She said I should leave, or she'll disgrace me." Cheek sat up in shock. "What?" When Amara returned, Cheek's face was filled with confusion and anger. "Why would you push Cynthia?" he demanded. Amara's eyes widened. "Me? I didn't touch her." Mama Cheek shook her head. "I told you, my son. This woman has no respect." Cheek looked at Amara, doubt creeping into his mind. Mama Cheek fed Cheek with more lies about Amara every day. "She's always looking at you suspiciously," she said. "A good wife should trust her husband." Cheek sighed. He still loved Amara, but his mother's words planted seeds of doubt in his heart. Meanwhile, Cynthia took every opportunity to get closer to him. She would laugh at his jokes, bring him food, and make herself look like the perfect wife. Amara, feeling unwanted in her own home, began to withdraw. She could see the trap being set, but she didn't know how to escape it. One evening, Cynthia and Mama Cheek met in secret. "We need something bigger," Mama Cheek whispered. "Something that will turn Cheek completely against Amara." Cynthia's eyes lit up. "What if we make it look like Amara is cheating on him?" Mama Cheek's lips curled into a wicked smile. "Brilliant." That night, they put their evil plan into motion, a plan that would change Amara's life forever. That night, Cynthia paid a young man named Kalechi, a local troublemaker, to do a simple job. "Just go to Amara's room when Chiki is around and act like you've been with her," she instructed. The next evening, the trap was set. Chike returned home to find Kalechi sneaking out of their bedroom. His heart pounded in his chest. "What's going on here?" he roared. Mama Chike ran in dramatically. "Chike, I told you this woman is no good. Look at this shameless act in your own house." Amara, confused and terrified, stammered. "Cheek, I swear, I don't know this man." Kalechi smirked. "Don't lie, Amara. You invited me here." Cheek's anger exploded. "Amara, I trusted you," he shouted. "And this is what you do to me?" Tears streamed down Amara's face. Cheek, please believe me. But Cheek was too blinded by rage and betrayal to listen. That night, Cheek did the unthinkable. He grabbed Amara's bags and threw them outside. Get out of my house, he shouted. Amara fell to her knees, begging him to listen. Cheek, I swear on my life, I didn't do this. Mama Cheek stood behind her son, a satisfied smirk on her face. Cynthia, pretending to be shocked, wiped fake tears. Cheek, please calm down, she said sweetly. Maybe she has an explanation. But Cheek was too hurt to think clearly. He stormed inside and slammed the door, leaving Amara in the cold night. As she sat on the ground, her heart shattered. With nowhere to go, Amara wandered through the dark streets. The once happy bride was now homeless. She thought about returning to her father's house. But how could she face the shame? How would she explain that her own husband had abandoned her? She wiped her tears and whispered to herself, I will not break. I will fight for the truth. But little did she know, destiny had a bigger plan for her. Amara wandered the streets cold and broken. Just as she was about to give up, an old friend, Ifunanya, spotted her. Amara? What happened to you? Ifunanya rushed to her, shocked to see her in such a state. Tears welled in Amara's eyes. Cheek threw me out. He believes I cheated. Ifunanya's eyes darkened with anger. I knew that wicked mother of his was up to something. Come with me, Amara. You're not alone. Amara hesitated but finally nodded. She had lost everything, but at least she had one person who still believed in her. Meanwhile, in Cheek's house, Cynthia had moved in. She acted the perfect wife, cooking for him and pretending to be caring. But behind closed doors, she and Mama Cheek celebrated. Very soon, Cynthia whispered, he will marry me. Mama Cheek chuckled. That foolish girl was never good enough for my son. Little did they know, karma was coming for them. At Ifunanya's house, Amara sat in deep thought. I won't let them get away with this, she whispered. Ifunanya nodded. We'll find a way to prove the truth. But how? The evidence was against Amara, and Chike was blind with anger. Then suddenly, Ifunanya's eyes lit up. Wait, what if we find that man? The one who pretended to be with you? If we can make him confess, Cheek will know the truth. Amara's heart pounded. But how do we find him? Ifunanya smirked. Leave that to me. While Cynthia and Mama Cheek enjoyed their victory, Ifunanya began searching for Kalechi, the man who had framed Amara. She asked around, bribed some locals, and after days of searching, she finally found him at a local bar, laughing and drinking. Taking a deep breath, Ifunanya approached him. Hello, Kalechi. Remember me? He smirked. What do you want, beautiful? She leaned forward, her voice dangerous. I want you to tell the truth before it destroys you. Kalechi chuckled, sipping his drink. Truth? I don't know what you're talking about. Ifunanya leaned closer, her voice low. You think you're safe? What happens when Chiki finds out that you were paid to lie? He'll come for you. Maybe even the police. Kalechi's smile faded. He gulped. I don't want trouble. Ifunanya smirked. Then tell the truth. Admit that Cynthia and Mama Chiki set Amara up. Kalechi hesitated, glancing around nervously. I'll think about it. Ifunanya narrowed her eyes. You'll do it now, or I'll make sure you regret it. Ifunanya pulled out her phone. Say it. Confess. Kalechi sighed, realizing he had no choice. He looked into the camera and spilled everything. Cynthia paid me to frame Amara. Mama Chaiki was part of it too. Amara is innocent. Ifunanya smiled. The game had changed. She sent the video straight to Cheek. Cheeky was sitting with Cynthia when his phone buzzed. Curious, he opened the message. As he watched Kalechi's confession, his hands trembled. Cynthia noticed his pale face. Cheek, what's wrong? He turned slowly to her, his eyes blazing with fury. You lied to me. Cynthia's heart pounded. I can explain. Cheek didn't let her finish. He grabbed her arm, dragging her outside. Cheek stormed into his mother's room. Mama, is it true? He shouted, showing her the video. Mama Cheek's face turned white. Cheek, my son, I was only protecting you. Cheek stepped back, disgusted. Protect me? You destroyed my marriage. Just then, neighbors gathered, watching the scandal unfold. Cynthia tried to escape, but Cheek blocked her path. You're leaving my house. Ifananya rushed back to Amara. It worked. Cheek knows everything. Amara's eyes widened. He does? Before Ifananya could answer, Cheek arrived, his eyes filled with regret. Amara, his voice shook. I was blind. I let them deceive me. Please, forgive me. Amara stared at him, tears streaming down her face. Would she take him back? Amara stared at Cheek, her heart pounding. After everything she had suffered, could she just forgive him? She took a deep breath. Cheek, you didn't trust me. You threw me out like I was nothing. Cheek fell to his knees. I was foolish, Amara. I let my mother and Cynthia poison my mind. But I swear I still love you. Tears filled Amara's eyes. Love? Love wouldn't have abandoned me. Cheek grabbed her hands. Give me one chance to make things right, please. Ifananya stepped forward. Amara, don't rush your decision. Let him suffer a little first. Amara nodded. Cheek, if you truly love me, you'll prove it. Cheek's heart raced. He would do anything to win her back. Meanwhile, Cynthia sat outside Cheek's house, humiliated. No money, no power, and no place to go. Mama Cheek came out, furious. You ruined everything, Cynthia. Cynthia scoffed. Don't act innocent. You planned this with me. The neighbors gathered, whispering. They had heard the truth. Mama Cheek's reputation was destroyed. Then, as if fate wanted to teach her a lesson, Mama Nkechi, her biggest rival, walked in. Well, well, Mama Nkechi smirked. The mighty Mama Chike has fallen. Mama Cheek's face burned with shame. The same people who once respected her now mocked her. Cheek was desperate to prove his love for Amara, so he did something no one expected. He cut ties with his mother. Mama, he said firmly, I love you, but I won't let you control my life anymore. Mama Cheek gasped. Cheek, I'm your mother. Cheek's voice was cold. A mother who destroyed my happiness. I choose Amara. For the first time, Mama Cheek realized she had lost her son.